Alright guys, I don't have much time. I know all the secrets in the universe, and these walls, they keep turning. And no, wait! God damn it, son. Come back up. Come on. Clouds, get out the way. Get out the way. Hello, and welcome to my room. This is my room. So the other day I was noticing that at this Lollapalooza festival, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, it's not really mainstream, you've probably never heard of it. But at this festival, it was pretty damn hot. It was like 90 degrees, like sizzling, like ooh, hot, okay? And it got so hot sometimes that I had to take my shirt off. Yeah. Rated R stuff. Like, don't watch this with your parents, rated R. But during my time, I noticed that people kept on looking at me funny. And at first I was flattered. At first I was like, oh, okay, they're checking me out, that's okay. But there was a lot of people got to be a little bit weird. And then I realized it's a lot more than just having my shirt off and being the good-looking man that I am. I think it was more about the fact that this was a real thing and not something that is fake or that, I don't know, you would see on a usual basis. And I get it. I've had this talk before about people staring and making me uncomfortable, and then I cry at home, which isn't really true. I mean, I cry sometimes. But then I came to the realization that I would do the same thing. If I saw someone that was missing a limb and was shirtless, or like was showing that, like how that whole thing worked, like seeing this connect to the shoulder and everything just like makes it more real, I guess. But yeah, if I saw someone that has a similar thing, I would also just like not stare, but just give it a quick glance, like like analyze, like process, and be like, all right, realize that it's a possible thing. But the thing here that got me the most is that I saw someone that was very similar to me. And this actually happened when I was younger. When I was like 3 or 4, I apparently saw someone else that had a missing limb, and I started pointing at them and laughing, and then my mom was like, why are you laughing? And I was like, look at that girl, she has no right hand or whatever. And my mom was like, you also have no left hand. And then I looked down and I just like, huh. And then I kept on walking because, you know, I'm a 3-year-old. But my point of the story is that it's completely normal. It's completely normal for people to look for certain amounts of time and make it maybe seem a little uncomfortable, and to me it is. To me, initially I'm like, oh, that's like, why are you looking at me? But then it's because I don't remember that I'm also looking very weird in the upper body area. So I just want to give a big apology to anyone I've ever thought was being rude or making me uncomfortable, when you were just being curious and looking at my arm just because, you know, it's a weird thing to see and you want to know about it. Totally normal. And don't worry, that girl that I pointed and laughed at, it wasn't a big deal, don't worry. She didn't cry or anything, or at least I hope. I mean, look at this thing. It's not pretty, it's not cute, I know it's ugly, so it's okay to look at. Just don't look at it for too long, or else I'll punch you in the face with my arm. It'll just be bam, elbow to the face. I don't know, if someone had birthmark here, or do I have a weird birthmark here? Or just anything that's physically different from the norm, and we talk about how we should be making people feel more comfortable, which we usually do, but when initially seeing someone that has something different from you, obviously just curiosity kicks in and you want to just look for a little while longer. And maybe if you have a sibling or you have a good friend that has something and you're kind of used to it, you see someone, you're like, oh yeah, then it's okay. But not all of us have someone that's different in the sense of physical limbs, so, you know, it's understandable. So this is a video for those of you that feel like you made someone uncomfortable, or feel like deep down inside you're a terrible human being because you want to stare at it or be like, oh, that's gross. Because in reality, it is gross. Like, come on, objectively speaking, this is not the nicest thing to look at. But then I'm also exaggerating because it's also not the worst thing to look. Like, literally, it is not. And it's really no big deal. And I've probably said it in previous videos that I hate when people look at me weird, or like look at my arm, or immediately when they first encounter me, look at my arm. And I'm now realizing that that's totally normal reaction. Like, I can't blame them for wanting to see what, like, is going on. Like, why is this person walking up to me missing a hand? Like, should I call 911? But also, this is not to say that you should stare, because no one likes someone who's staring at them. So as long as you treat me normally like a human being, then it's okay if you look once or twice, but not for like 10 minutes at a time, because that'd be really weird. So if you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again. So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I felt like I was judging people really harshly, and I realized that I was doing the same thing to other people whenever I saw them with a disability that I'm not used to, even if I'm used to it. Because I forget that I have a missing arm, so when I see someone else with a missing arm, I'm like, hey, why are you missing an arm? And I'm like, wait, I'm missing an arm. I've also had some requests to sign their names on the arm, and I will be doing that next video when I do a more vlog professional type thing again. I feel like this one was kind of like that, but I'm going to wait until next time when I actually have a Sharpie available, so just wait for that. Peace out.